So,
Hi.
would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, I'm Pearly Hadjumirovic, previous Pravirodarmo, my family name. Yes, and I live in Sweden, and I'm a relative to you, Fitri. And yeah, I guess we will talk about that later. Uh, what do you need to know? I'm working as a police officer in Sweden. And I've been doing that since 1992, so a long time.
Wow, that's cool. So, how are you
Yeah,
today?
I'm fine, thank you.
How about the weather in Sweden right now?
Um, Summer, we have four seasons in Sweden. We have summer, which is almost ending now in September, going into fall when the leaves fall from the trees, and then winter, and then spring, and then back to summer. So summer is like ending at the moment, and fall is coming.
That was very interesting because in Indonesia right now, it's like at the moment, it's always a raining day. Like since yesterday, it's always raining day in
Mhm.
Indonesia.
Yeah,
Because we just have two season, dry season and also rainy days.
I
I think
know.
that's why. And do you have any hobby?
Yes, my hobbies is playing tennis and something called paddle tennis, which is a sport which is kind of new. Well, it's been in Sweden for a few years now, but it comes from the Spanish regions, like Spain, but also like South America, Argentina, and countries over there. They play paddle tennis. So it's kind of a new sport since a few years in Sweden, and probably you haven't seen it in Indonesia yet.
Yeah, I've never seen that. And also, I don't have
It's a
any hobby to be honest.
oh really?
Yeah, when I was younger, I loved to swim, but now I'm not the biggest fan of that anymore. And I don't know why,
Okay.
but maybe I love to watching a movie sometimes.
Yeah, but that's a hobby too.
Yeah, I think that was so. Could you tell us about how we know about each other?
Well, we have a big um, family. My father is from Indonesia, from East Java, from the town of Malang, and your grandfather is my father's older brother, or was. Both of them passed away, unfortunately, and so you're the grandchild of my uncle.
Yeah.
So. My father came with one of his other brothers to Sweden in the 60s, 1960s. They came by boat to Sweden. It was a boat that was, how do you say that in English? It was owned by a Swedish company. So that's why when they actually worked in the Southeast Asia region. That boat was there to begin with, and when they started working on that boat, and then that one day the captain of the boat or some boss, I don't know, said that we're going back to our home country. If you don't want to go to Sweden or in that direction, you need to end your work at the boat. But both my father and the younger brother of your grandfather, uh, they stayed on the boat and they ended up in Sweden in the middle of the 1960s, and they stayed.
Oh, that was very interesting because I always wonder about how the story my grandfather too can
Mhm.
come to this Sweden. So now I know the story.
Yeah,
So
that's how it ended up for them. Yeah.
That sounds fun. And how
Yeah.
how do I can call you like auntie or pirli? Because in Indonesia we call as tante.
Yeah, the thing is, I must be tante for you, I guess,
Yeah,
because I'm the child of your grandfather.
because you
So
are
I,
nieces with my mom or yeah,
yeah,
nieces.
cousins,
Cousin, yeah,
cousins,
cousins. Ah,
cousin. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. My mom always say that maybe we are a cousin with a pirli. Ah, I see that. And pirli will be like
yeah,
my auntie.
yeah. That's
So
true.
I can call you Auntie Pirli.
Yeah, you can call me Auntie Pearly.
Ah, that's cool. So I know it's your job is a police. Would you like to tell
Yeah.
me a little bit about that?
Well, to begin with, I started a long time ago, as 1992. As I said, it was like a 3 year of education to become a police in Sweden, and then working in uniform to begin with. After a while, you can apply for different other jobs. What do you say? Yeah, there's so many things to do within the police. You can be the police in uniform. You can be the police that interrogate the criminals. I mean, you have an interview with them. That's a different kind of way to go in the police. I actually, after not working in uniform anymore, I chose to be like doing surveillance. That means a police is actually out doing the same work as a police, but you're, what do you say? You have a civilian clothing. You follow the criminals from a distance and see what they're doing, and if they have a meeting, you try to go as close as possible without showing that you are a police, still trying to be a civilian person. But I'm working and trying to listen to a meeting if they're saying something that has to do with any criminal activities. So that's doing surveillance. And I've been doing that for a few years. Right. And oh, yeah, for a very long time, I was also working with crimes on internet, uh, crimes towards children on internet. That means uh, uh, sexual criminal acts on internet. I mean, children in some ages, they are uh, forced or used to maybe take off their clothes and show themselves towards someone in a webcam, for instance. Things, those kinds of crimes. I worked for that for 10 years,
Wow, that's
trying
amazing.
to catch the adults doing that, using the children that way. Mm.
Oh, I'm so sad about
Uh,
that.
yes, yeah, yeah. There's so many different ways to go within the police. At least in Sweden, you can actually apply for any field you're interested in. So that's good. You don't need to be a police in uniform all your years within the police. You can choose and apply to different fields of work. Mm.
It was cool because when I was younger, I have like a dream job. I want to be an artist because I love Justin
Yeah.
Bieber.
You want to sing, you mean?
Yeah, and I just want to
Yeah.
meet with Justin Bieber to be honest. And but all my
Mm.
friends like laugh at the class because of my dream job, so I changed that. But for now, I really don't have like a dream job anymore. I think maybe I just want to be like businesswoman.
Businesswoman? What is a businesswoman?
Maybe selling something like that, or maybe I have a company or something. I want.
Yeah, could be.
I hope that's it. I hope I can be that. Because
You
I
can
don't have.
always have your dream. You can always have a dream of work as well, parallel to the real life. I mean,
Yeah,
you can always wish for something else.
yeah, that was true. So I have a picture here,
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I
and
can
my
see.
mom. This is my mom when she was younger, and this is my grandma.
Which one? Do you mean the smallest child is your mother? No?
This is my mom.
What,
When she was younger.
the one, which one is your mother?
This
The one
one.
on the, this one in white. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is my Om Teguh. This is a Pakde. This is Bude.
Yeah.
And this is your father, right?
Yes, that's my father next to your grandfather,
Yeah, and this
his
is my
his older
grandma.
brother. Oh, that's grandma. Yeah.
She
And she's
already
holding
passed.
who?
This is
Yes, I'm
the
sorry.
younger brother of my mom, Om Ari.
Okay, okay. Hmm.
My mom told me that I have to show you this picture so you can remember
Yeah.
that.
So how many siblings, how many brothers and sisters your mother had?
7.
How many were they? Seven.
7.
Uh, Seven. Yeah. On my father's side, your grandfather's side, they were actually 11.
Yeah, it's quite many children.
Yeah, many, many children. Even though I know that both the eldest passed away way too young, and so I guess But that's for me, your
Yeah.
grandfather. He was he was the oldest after one brother passed away too young. I think. I
I don't.
think But was the oldest.
My mom was told me about the range of the age, but I forgot about that because
Yeah,
it's Tante
yeah,
Ir. My mom called Oma is with Tante Ir, but I actually don't
yes.
know who is her.
You haven't met Tante Ir, no. She,
Never.
let's see, she passed away in 2007, I think. 2007 she passed away, Tante Ir, and she was living in San Francisco, United States at that time.
Oh, so I never met with
So
her.
no,
That's
that's the
why.
mother of Tante, for you, Tante Esther.
Ah.
Yeah, that's her mother. Mm.
I see now because it's quite like confused when we talk about the
Yeah.
family because it's too many.
Yeah, yeah. So have you heard about their story? How come why they ended up in the United States?
No, I've never.
The story of that is, let's see, Tante E was married and she got two children. She got Tante Este. I say Tante Este for you. For me, is Ka Este, but Tante Este and her younger brother, Vincent. Uh, and they actually, let's see, the father of them, he was already married previously and divorced. So when he met for you, Tante Ir for me.
Yeah,
uh,
on my ear for
um,
me.
Oma Ir, when he met, he already had two children, and they had already moved. His first family had moved to the United States, but he never liked it over there. So, well, they separated. How that came along, I don't know. He came back to Indonesia. He met with Oma Ir, and he got two more children. That is Tante Este and Vincent. And Vincent is later, when they got maybe older teenagers, they moved. Oh, their father already passed away, so Tante Ir had contact with the previous family, and they were in the United States. So therefore, they also went to the United States for Tante Esther and Vincent to get a good education in the university over there. So, and after that, they stayed a few years. Tante or Ir and Vincent, they stayed all this time, but Tante Esther went back to Indonesia because she had before going to the United States already met with Penny.
Yeah.
Her now husband, her husband, and so she went back to Indonesia to start a family with him. But she did her education at the university, also maybe worked a little bit in the United States, Tante Esther, and but then she came back to Indonesia. So that's why she has her brother in the United States still, and with his family. And also Oma Ir, she stayed over there also. But I think she went back to Indonesia to visit a few times. But you were too small. You were too small.
Yeah, I think that was very interesting to Venice. So, what do you think about Indonesia?
Oh, I love Indonesia. I love it because I have my family, half of my family there, as my father is Indonesian and my mother is Swedish. I went to Indonesia the first time when I was 19 years old. So I was already like almost adult to the first time I went to Indonesia. And I met the family in different constellations, a few in Jakarta, a few in Malang. So yeah, I really like it. And actually, that you don't know, but I lived in Bali. When was that? 2001 to 2002. I went 2 semesters at the university in Bali to learn some Indonesian, some Bahasa Indonesia. So then I lived in Bali, and we had actually a small family gathering there. Not all of us, but a few of us had came when I was studying there.
It was very interesting. Maybe that when I was 2 years, when you were in Bali.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I live in Purwakarta. It's a small town near with Bandung.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the university where you study, is that close by, or is it far for you to go to?
It's just one. I need 1 hour by car.
Oh, but it's 1 hour is quite long.
Yeah. And
so do you go by car yourself, or are you a few of you that lives in this town to go to the university? Do you like co-travel?
Like I always it's called travel like a car, how I can say that,
with
a drivers.
With the driver. Okay. Yeah.
So I go to Bandung with that. And do you have any like recommendation, the place like destination in your country to visit? If maybe I can come to Sweden someday, I don't know.
Yes, I live in Stockholm, which is the capital of Sweden, and Sweden is so much smaller than Indonesia. It's I don't even know if you could like say that it's kind of, is it like Java, the whole country of Sweden? Maybe, approximately. But it's Stockholm is beautiful. It's on the water, a lot of islands on the water, the town itself. But Sweden is also quite long. I mean, it's like Java, but on the other side. Like if you take Java and then you do like this. So Stockholm is like 2/3 down in the south, and up in the north, it's really cold because it's closer to the polar circle. And in the north, in the south, I mean, it's more warm. So you have different type of vegetations depending on where you go. But in wintertime, we have in the north something called like the ice hotel. It's because it's always -degrees Celsius, meaning that the water is always freezing outside. So they can build like a hotel with only ice. So all the walls and everything, and the hotel will melt during spring and summer. So they build it every year, a new one, a new ice hotel. That's spectacular, actually.
That's amazing.
Especially if you come from a country that never has -degrees, you never have winter.
Never.
So yeah, so that's exotic. I would
Yeah.
suggest that also. Yeah, but then you cannot be there during summer. Then you have to be here wintertime or spring maybe. Up
Uh,
there in spring is still -degrees.
Thank you so much for suggesting that place to me.
Yeah,
Maybe that's it for today, and I hope we can
yeah,
meet as soon as possible. Um, um,
yes.
I want to say thank you so much for your time. I'm so sorry. I apologize to disturbing you, Tante
Oh,
Fitri.
that's fine. Yeah, that's
So
fine, Fitri.
thank you so much. Have a
Eh,
great day, Tante.
You too. And good luck with your studying.
Thank you, Tante.
Okay. Hope to see you in Indonesia soon.
Yeah, Tante. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.